Hey folks, what's up? This is Handson here from Biotechnica, and today we are talking about a very important segment about a very unique set of people who don't want to write CSIR, NET, GATE or any competitive exams after their MSc or BSc, right? Now, nobody talks about them, but they're a very important part of our community, and I genuinely believe that I must be addressing some pointers here. I must be helping them out to outshine in their career, and that is why today I've come with 10 pointers to help you succeed in your career of biosciences, even if you don't want to write any competitive exams. Okay, so the route and the roadmap will be right here in this video. 10 pointers, guys. So to know them, let's get started. Alright, so the first point which I want to highlight here is acknowledge that you don't want to write the exam. Acknowledge that you don't want to, it's okay to not to write this exam, and acknowledge that there is no harm in writing these exams, right? What happens is we start cursing ourselves that I am not able to write, I'm not able to prepare, I'm not able to study. There's something wrong in me only, that is why I'm not able to study. So, these things create a lot of guilt and unnecessary self-talk, negative self-talk, which leads to we thinking that we are not good enough. But hey, that's not the truth. The truth is, probably you are not built for competitive exams, and it's okay not to qualify the competitive exams. Let me give you logic here. None of the Nobel Prize winners, I repeat, none of the Nobel Prize winners ever qualified any of these exams. Right. So if they didn't, and even if still they could get a Nobel Prize, so I think even if you don't write, it is no harm, right? Yes, agreed that there may be a way of getting ahead in their career. There may be a passport for success, but they may not be the only way, right? So that's the point number one. Acknowledge that you don't want to write. Acknowledge that it's okay not to write. Acknowledge that there's no harm if I don't write, and don't come under peer pressure. Don't come under others who are forcing you to write, okay? You are unique and you're different, and even if you don't want to write, you can still grow in this industry. I'm going to give you my next 9 points, which will help you understand how to go ahead. Now, moving ahead to second point. So the second point which I want to highlight here is join temporary research project positions. Now you can join as a JRF, SRF or project assistant, research assistant, lab assistant, whatever possible. Okay, join there, right? Now why these temporary research projects are very important, because you get to know how to work in a lab environment, you get to know what kind of people you have to work with, you get to know the on-job training happens, and you are able to build a great relationship with the project guide. So it's a win-win situation, and there are many. In fact, on Biotechnica, we post many jobs where no CSIR, NET, GATE or any such qualification is required. All they require is a MSc or a person who is willing to work, right? So that's where you can get into and get started. Now, moving ahead to the point number 3. Now, point number 3 is build your inner circle of mentors. Now, what do I mean by inner circle of mentors? Look at this. We are a reflection of, or we are an outcome of the 3 to 5 people with whom we interact on a daily basis, right? So if you are able to build an inner circle of mentors who know that you don't need to qualify exam to prove your mettle, instead your passion for and research, passion for love and love for research is what matters, and those guys will groom you, they'll show you the path, right? That is very important. So build a strong network of 2 to 5 mentors from diverse set of people who would groom you, who would guide you whenever needed, right? So of course, I would love to be in that circle. So you can always follow Biotechnica and my videos on Biotechnica. That will definitely help you out. Also, you can be in touch with me personally on zipmessage.com/biotechnica, or you can tweet to me at the Handson. Moving ahead to the point number 4. So the point number 4 is do hands-on training. Now, whenever you want to work somewhere, so these are going to be labs, right? Research labs. So obviously they will be giving you some equipment and ask you to work on that, say HPLC, say some other technique, right? So obviously definitely you need to have some hands-on training. So how do you grab that? Temporary JRF positions. Again, you can also join some internship, you can join some paid hands-on, you can join some government sponsored hands-on trainings, right? And to know about all these opportunities, you know where to come, Biotechnica. So you can join our Biotechnica app, you can download Biotechnica app, and you will be updated with all these vacancies, all these opportunities in the biosciences sector. We are a one-stop shop for that. Okay, so moving ahead to point number 5. Point number 5 is be a lifelong learner. So I remember a quotation from Mr. Naval Ravikant, and he says that you have to be a lifelong learner, you have to be a slow learner today to become a knowledgeable person tomorrow. Okay, don't go fast and learn everything. Go slow, learn stuff one by one technique at a time, one stuff at a time, one skill at a time, and build on the top of it. Okay, you have an amazing life, you have a great life ahead. All you have to do is don't be in a hurry, learn things one by one, and that's how science evolved, right? Things evolved one by one. It didn't happen that overnight you had a penicillin and then you had a drug for HIV. It doesn't happen that way. It goes sequence, right? The same way. Learn one thing, move to the second thing, but be a lifelong learner. Inculcate the skill. If you really want to inculcate any skill, inculcate the skill of learning. Okay, once you have that, everything else becomes simpler. So that's my point number 5. Moving ahead to point number 6. Point number 6 is apply for international scholarships. Now, you can go and do your PhD abroad. You can get these scholarships which are available, and I'm putting a link in the description which will help you. It is another video which we created recently, and you can also follow biotechnica.com, which is Biotechnica Global, where you get all this information. Now, when you apply for this international scholarship, all you need is statement of purpose, your research interests, and why you want to work in that lab, and of course your GRE TOEFL scores. So obviously when you have all this and you apply, your chances of getting a scholarship is higher, and you can apply in Australia, US, UK, Japan, France, Germany, China, Russia, anywhere you can apply. The whole world is open to you. All you have to do is know which universities are offering these scholarships, right? And the benefit of doing that is you get a chance to work with some great researchers and scientists in the world, right? So I think even the CSIR net qualified person also will have to follow that suit if he wants to go abroad, right? So definitely that's a great opportunity for you. So you can apply for international scholarships. Moving ahead to my next point. My next point is grab internship opportunities. Now, whenever you pass out of your college, you have this thing that I'm a fresher, how to get a job, and that is where internship comes into picture. So many companies post internship opportunities on Biotechnica. All you have to do is go ahead and apply and grab them. Once you start doing that, nobody's going to ask you that whether you are a competitive exam qualifier or not. You can get in there, you can start interning there, and if your skills, if your learning ability is good and you are really a great employee there, your internship may get converted into a full-time job. You never know. So all you have to do is go in there with the internship opportunities and build a network over there, and then obviously get a job there. So that's one of the great ways to get inside a company, right? So start with internship. Moving ahead to the next point. All right, so my next point, my 8th point is join a job which matches your goal list. Now, I'm sure by now you must have built a goal, okay? And that must be to become some great person in this world, which I would love to see you in. And if I have to see you in those shoes, then I have to honestly give you some right kind of advice. And the first advice I can give you right now here is look at the job and then look at the goal. The job and the goal. And see how this job helps me achieve my goal, right? And then get in there. Be flexible with your job location, but be very particular about job description, right? Don't be particular about the salary, because that is not what you intend to achieve at this juncture. You intend to achieve just your expenditure and of course on-job learning. So that is where, does the job meet my goal? Yes, then go ahead. So that will be also a great pointer here to get ahead in your career if you do not want to write any kind of competitive exams. Moving ahead to my next point. All right, so my next point is apply for offbeat jobs in offbeat companies. Now, one of the most unique and offbeat companies in biotech sector is Biotechnica, obviously. I say that because I am a part of it, and I see Biotechnica day in day out growing, and the kind of jobs we post on Biotechnica itself to look for people like you. So what are offbeat jobs? Offbeat jobs may not be into core sector like core research, but it can be into medical writing, it can be into medical coding, it can be into article writing, it can be into editorials, it can be into sales and marketing and other stuff, right? Teaching, right? So some offbeat career, not a regular job into research. So you can look for offbeat jobs, because these jobs not just grow, they develop you as a person, okay? And you get unique opportunities which otherwise you would not have got if you would have stereotyped yourself as a researcher. So that's one of the best places to work, which is offbeat companies. And one of the best offbeat companies I can give you an example for is Biotechnica. If you want to work at Biotechnica, you're most welcome. Look for the job opportunities on Biotechnica itself, right? You can look into our job section. If there is a vacancy, you can always get in touch with us and we'll check it out. If you are someone who can work on offbeat jobs, you're most welcome at our company. Moving ahead to our next point. So my next point is join as a teacher or a lecturer or assistant professor in some college or university. Now you may think that they may ask for a CSIRNet qualification. No, that's not the truth. Many of the colleges and organizations also look for people who really have passion for teaching. You can do your B.Ed, okay, which is Bachelor of Education, and get a job in a school or a college and university also. But of late in universities they've started asking for a CSIRNet, right? So that may be a hurdle, but yes, apart from that, there are many small cities where there are these colleges where they don't ask for, instead they ask for somebody who can really teach and who has got a passion for teaching. So that's one of the places where you can get in. Having said that, now I want to give you a bonus pointer, the bonus brownie here, which is write CSIRNet at least once in your lifetime. Now, you may think, okay, throughout the video I was telling not to write, but here I'm saying to write. Why? Why I'm asking you to write at least once in your lifetime? Because without writing, you cannot judge yourself that you're not built for it, right? If I don't jump into the water, how would I know whether I know swimming or not, whether I'll survive or not, right? So unless you throw yourself into the real pool, you won't know whether you are built for it or not. So all these 10 pointers are okay, they're there. But how do you know that you can't write? How do you know that you can't qualify, right? Just by looking at the question paper? No. At least prepare for 6 months, try it out, see how it is going. And obviously you want any assistance, Biotechnica is there. We are there for you, whether you want to write, don't want to write, that's all right. But we are there for you anyways. But message is at least write once to get a knack of it, get a feel of it, right? But yes, if you don't want to make a career in research, okay, no, this is not for me, you want to get into sales and marketing, offbeat careers, teaching, then definitely you have other sectors. You want to go abroad for research, okay, go for international scholarship. That's also a pointer I gave you. But at any point in time, don't judge yourself without even trying. That's something which I always personally believe. And this video, in fact, I became a good speaker because I came out of this notion that I thought I could not speak better, right? But when I started speaking, I realized I can speak better, right? So, maybe you have a knack for it, maybe you can do it. So at least write once. So these are the 11 pointers which I want to give you today. These pointers, I'm sure, would have enriched your life. Do let me know in the comment section what are your views. Yes, if you are already writing CSIRNet, all these pointers will definitely help you, whether you want to write or not. I want to tell you that at Biotechnica, we care for you. We deeply care for every individual who visits our app or our website and who is a member. And that's the reason every Sunday we come up with videos like this. And if you want to watch all the future videos and want to watch all the past videos also, please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, and please be in touch, because at Biotechnica, your success is our achievement. We'll be very happy to see you succeed in your career. Thank you for watching this video. Take care. Bye-bye.